Hey everybody, I'm Cory, Ballad, and I'm back again. I went ahead and deleted my other video, got it uploaded to YouTube. Took a little bathroom break. I won't give you too much information about that, but woo, that was a load off. All right, let's go ahead and get back into the video. This is What Ruined Rugrats, the Untold Drama. It's by SaberSpark. He's on YouTube. It's a YouTube video. It's a little documentary, and you can go ahead and subscribe, do the whole little spiel, comment, share the video, visit my blog, corysong.blogspot.com. Yes, I'm going to promote my ebook. It's called I've Done Enough. I've put it up. It contains like 50, 60 something essays and poetry and drawings and pictures. So yeah, go ahead and check that out on my blog, corysong.blogspot.com. Oh, also on my community tab, I started putting stuff up. So go ahead and do go to the community tab. I put up pictures that I don't put up on other places. Visit me on Instagram. I have pictures and stuff like that. So everywhere I try to do put up if I put up pictures and stuff, it'll be different everywhere. So go ahead and just check out all of them. Okay. So let me get back into let me check out my notes. So the last thing I had said. Oh yeah, and before you watch this video, go ahead and go back to the first video about this. Okay, this is part 2. So watch part 1. A lot of people, when I'm doing part 2, two-part videos, multiple part videos, they're looking at the last one and not the ones before it. So go ahead and do that. That'd be greatly appreciated before you watch this one. Thanks. All right, so the Rugrats, they were doing all right, but not spectacular. Ren and Stimpy were a little bit more popular. They won an Emmy, so they were getting critical acclaim, but still, they weren't like big stuff, right? So during the time, they had an interesting production schedule, and so when they started the show, they were contracted to do 65 episodes back in 1991, and they had finished those in 1993. They did all of them. They stopped. Then they started, they were putting them out as they were producing them, but they finished them up in 1993, and so they continued to put them out, and they weren't doing like amazing. They were doing cool. They won an Emmy and stuff during that time, right? So what happened? They became really big. What happened was, wait, hold up. Okay, so originally, what SaberSpark said was, they were showing Rugrats on Sunday mornings, and so what the head of the program at Nickelodeon, the head of program at Nickelodeon he started airing the episodes in its syndication, which they came on daily, every day during the week, during the prime time, so like at nighttime, and so then they became really big. So that wasn't a thing. So back then, that wasn't a thing like that. The cartoons would come on every day, so they would come on like once a week or something. So, and before Rugrats and stuff and Nickelodeon and stuff, cartoons, they came on Saturday mornings. So Nickelodeon, they had Rugrats coming on one time a week, like on Sunday morning. But what he did was he started putting them on every day. So I remember like when it was a big deal. Like when cartoons that were on Nickelodeon, when they started putting them on every day, like that meant they had like made it or whatever. So Rugrats was the first one to do that, and so it became really big, and it had millions of viewers. People started watching it, children and adults, because the adults were watching it with the children, and it was a really good show even for adults, because it had adult humor and as well as child humor, but the adult humor was not. It was child friendly. So they had finished the production in 1993, but Klasky and Jermaine were arguing. Klasky being the creator with her husband Chupo, and Jermaine being the head writer. And Klasky, she wanted to be about pretty. So basically, what the fight was boiling down to was intelligent cartoon versus baby talk. So Klasky, she didn't like the writing style. Not Chupo, her husband, but Jermaine, he wanted them to be like The Simpsons for children. So he wanted it to be like kind of witty, kind of intelligent, kind of like telling a story and like being intelligent, but on a kid's level, like The Simpsons was. And Klasky just wanted to be like a more traditional cartoon for children. So like little silly jokes and stuff like that or whatever, I guess. And so they were fighting about that. And one of the big topics was Angelica, the character Angelica, which was a very she was like one of the main reasons why Rugrats was a big deal. Klasky didn't want Angelica in it. Jermaine wrote the character Angelica because he thought it would be good, and it was good. It ended up being good, but Klasky didn't like it because she was a bully. And Chupo would end up being in the middle oftentimes during the arguments. And it said that Chupo and Klasky divorced in 1995, so the Rugrats were on hiatus from production from 1993 when they ended the initial contract till like 1996. So during the break, Chupo and Klasky got divorced, and then Jermaine quit as well because of the fighting, and they weren't seeing eye to eye as the direction of the show. So Jermaine, he went on to work for Disney, and he created Recess and Lloyd in Space, which was, I didn't know that. That was interesting. Yeah, so all that during that time, it was a big blow up between all the creators. Chupo and Klasky getting divorced. Jermaine fighting with Klasky. He leaving the show after they finished the production. And also during the break, the Rugrats blew up. That's when the Rugrats blew up, when they started doing that. So they got contracted to do more episodes. But Jermaine wasn't there anymore. He was the main writer, and he had a team of writers, and he took all the team of writers with him. Well, I think they said all of them. And so they had some new writers, and they made some new shows, and Rugrats came back in 1997. But it was just different. It was a different style. It was more the little baby talk that Klasky wanted, kind of like diaper jokes. I don't know. I remember just one time somebody was talking about that, like Rugrats became diaper jokes and all that stuff. Anyway, yeah. So apparently some of the viewers didn't appreciate that. Maybe the adult viewers, I don't know. The children, I don't know. Because I know I still watched it. I liked it just because it was the Rugrats and stuff like that. Then they added some different characters, Kimmy and all those people, and Deal. I mean, I didn't mind it that much. It was cool. Looking back as an adult, because the Rugrats still air now, yeah, there's two different Rugrats. Two Rugrats, you could see, when they started doing the new I always break it up when they had the intro was in black letters and in red letters, cause or whatever. Yeah, and they started doing an updated animation and stuff, and it was looking different as well. It's two different Rugrats, but I appreciated both of them when I was watching them when I was a child. But maybe adults didn't dig that so much. I don't know. And then during that time, that's when they were having all those movies and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. So they were pretty still big with the children, I guess. What else did I say? Oh yeah, and then in 1999, SpongeBob debuted, and then SpongeBob became massive and even more popular than the Rugrats were. he just took it to a whole nother level, and so the Rugrats kind of just phased out. And then they also said that the problem with the children is not. I don't think it was that the Kimmy. I think it was the last, like Kimmy and Deal. I think it was the last problem was like the viewers grew up. So yeah. So the viewers grew up. They didn't watch as many cartoons. They thought that cartoon was for children, especially since the story was about where the characters were about babies. The show was about babies. So that might be one of the reasons. So yeah, those were the reasons he gave that it was ruined. It was the most interesting thing to me was the way that they did the show, like this how they produced the show. Like they did all the episodes, and then they like put them out over. They took a break and put them out over like 3 years, but they were showing them every day. Like I appreciate the strategy, um, understanding the strategy and promoting it and making it really big, because it just that one thing changed them and they became big. Like we're gonna change their time slot. We're gonna put them on every day, and they just blew up. That was very interesting. But it was interesting as well that they took the break, and like it started becoming popular because of that change. But then it was all this fighting, and they broke up, and they like started a whole new show, a new Rugrats. During that time, the audience wasn't even knowing that this was happening. They were still like distributing the episodes throughout the year or whatever. So we didn't even know this. So yeah, it was crazy. It was interesting. So yeah, that was the end of that. Let me get off of here. My video is probably going to end because my phone doesn't have any space. So I did really good. I managed to finish in 2 videos. It's about 20 minutes. Cool. Alright, so go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like the video. Comment. Share it. What do you think about it? Talk about the Rugrats. Talk about, anything. Talk about what you want me to talk about. Tell me what you want me to do a video about. I'm going to do more videos about cartoons and all the stuff that SaberSpark has up on his YouTube channel. And just a whole bunch of stuff, but you can leave suggestions. I'm open for them. And visit my blog. Got my book up. I've done enough. It's on corysong.blogspot.com. Have a link in my little description box on this video and all my other videos. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Thanks for watching. Let me do the outro. Do